Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So on today's video, we're going to be doing something a little different. Now, let me start off by saying this. There are some things you can definitely cheap out on and stuff that you can't when it comes to parts for a performance vehicle. Some of those things that you really can't, injectors and like wastegates. Those are things that if they were to fail, you'd most likely blow up your motor or get really close to it. Closer than I want to get. So but there are things that you really can cheap out on. Like right now, I have an full exhaust system, downpipe, catback, and it's all from Alibaba. So it's gonna be kind of a review, and we're gonna see how well it fits. Hopefully, it fits like dead on, because I definitely don't want to modify it. But hopefully it fits up great. We're going to see how well it fits, how well it sounds, because that's one of the bigger things you get. Like that, one of the bigger things you look for when you get an exhaust is see if it sounds good, because that's what you're mostly paying the money for it to sound good, and also just for the performance gains. We already know we're going to get some horsepower from it because it's a high flow cat, and the overall diameter, I think it's 3 inches, I think. It might be 3 inches or 2.5. It's bigger than what's already in there, I think. So yeah, let me go ahead and pull out the boxes and I'll show you exactly what we're working with. All right, here we go. I have one of the boxes here. You'll see the rest just in a second, but here we go. So this is the muffler, the mufflers. So we went with a little bit of a burnt tip, little titanium looking tip. As far as I know, this is a full stainless exhaust system, so hopefully it doesn't rust. And when I pull down the other exhaust, or when I'm under there taking it apart, you're really gonna see why I needed to change it anyway. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna be able to save that exhaust. It's fucked. I'll probably use it for scrap, but might end up throwing it away. We got some scratches and stuff here. That's all just from the shipping from China, but I mean, overall, it looks good quality. I mean, as long as it holds at least up to here, I really don't care. It'll just be straight pipe at that point. But yeah, so that's just this portion. And we'll get the other one out here in just a second. But first, we are going to need to go to AutoZone and get some exhaust clamps, because it's all gaskets except for the midsection that puts the resonator to the little pipe, that's the little Y pipe that's on these mufflers. So let me go check out AutoZone real quick. We're gonna see if they have them. If they don't, I know Pep Boys does. So we'll be right back. Alright, so we just came back from AutoZone, and here, let me show you guys exactly what I got. So we got two 3-inch clamps, exhaust clamps. I checked the diameter with my measuring tape. It is 3 inches, so got this. We got this Permatex Optimum Max Temp gasket maker. So I usually don't use this, but the gaskets that came with it are what I'm going to be using, and they're fit for the price. So this is just going to ensure that we have no leaks on the downpipe and everywhere else that's a gasket. This should I don't think these are low quality from AutoZone, so I think they should work for our task. I had to pick me up a C4 too. Let's go ahead and get the car all set up, and we'll show you how it is. I got the car pulled up. Here it is. So what I'm thinking is we'll take off the heat blanket. We'll obviously take off the intercooler. That's gonna suck. Intercooler off, heat blanket off. We're gonna take out all the bolts from right here, and luckily the part after the resonator, the 2 bolts down there, are not rusted. So I should be able to take it off from there, and we'll test up how the new downpipe fits. If that one fits all right, then we'll throw the rest of the exhaust on, because what I want to do is I want to make sure that I can take off the rest of the exhaust complete, because it's just, yeah, the bolts on the flanges, they're completely rusted. So what we're gonna need to do is just make sure that whole rear section is complete. And while we're taking apart the rear, we're also going to make sure that we take out that stupid bike hitch from the previous owner. Just throw that away. And yeah, so let's go ahead, let's get you set up and get started taking everything apart. All right, now let's take the turbo blanket off, and then we'll get right to taking off the downpipe. Let's go. Okay, so for this job, what you're gonna need is a 14. So boom, 14, and 14 on this side too. So yeah, let's go ahead and zap these off. Boom, there we go. Downpipe is disconnected now. It's not like off, obviously, but that's just because the studs are holding it in, and there's a lot of tension holding it in from the exhaust hangers that are on there. So let's lift up the car from the front, and then we will start to take off the exhaust. Alright guys, so here it is. We got the car all lifted up. Yes, I know you should put a jack stand underneath in case the jack fails. It's a new jack. I'm not really worried about it. Also, all my shit's taken up by the seat, so we'll be quick about this.
Stop the cap.
So that's the joint I'm going to disconnect from. Not over there where the cat is. We're going to go right over here by the resonator. Now what I need to do is, so we're going to take off the rear O2, and then we will start to take off everything else back here. Pretty straightforward. I actually don't see a hanger yet on this part. I would guess there's one on the other side, but we'll see. But yeah, so I got the tool up here. So we're going to be using the big boy, and we're going to use this O2 sensor socket. And yeah, so let's go under there and break it loose. All right, so okay, here we go. We got the O2 sensor tool on here, as you can see, and now we're gonna get our 3/8 tool on there. Lock her out. So I will have enough room to hit it from the top like this. Sometimes you have to hit it from the bottom depending on the angle and just the exhaust style. Since I'm doing it like this, I will not have to put it in the opposite direction since it's going to be on top. If it's on the bottom, if you want to loosen it, you're going to need to switch this to tightening. So, but we're not going from underneath, so we don't need to do that. Oh, it's going to be a little tough in here. There we go. There we go. All right. Now then, what you also want to do is just tighten it and then go back to loosening. So you just want to tighten and loosen a bunch just so that way you can get the crud really broken up in there. Okay, so we got the O2 sensor out, rear one. Oh yeah, that thing's rusty as hell. Thank God the threads didn't strip though, so we could put it on our new one. We're just gonna leave that up there though, and the wire should be fine. There was a lot of slack on the wire, so it didn't get twisted too bad. Now let's go ahead and take this and then the other one on the other side off, and we'll drop this whole downpipe right here. Alright, so we got the exhaust out. We can see that it's hella rusty right there. I don't even know what kind of gasket that is. It looks like a donut. It's just so broken I can't tell. Once we take out the downpipe, we're gonna have to see, but shit. It's connected to the transmission, so let me see what I can get to hold up the car, so that way I can get under there safely, because I mean I'm already pushing my luck getting under there right now with just the cat. So I'll be right back. Okay, couldn't find anything, so let's go ahead and send it. So 14 right here, and then that's basically it. It's just this 14. So yeah, that transmission moves a lot. Maybe I should change the transmission bushing later on. Okay, I got a 14 right here actually. Let's see if my gun fits. I'm gonna close my eyes so if the car falls, tell me. Ooh, there it is. Now let's see. Oh, let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, she's loose. There we go. Oh. So there's that, and now this thing will come going down. Oh. Uh-oh. One thing is the flange hit the axle, but it didn't tear the boot, and it hit the band, but the metal band seems to be okay. Hopefully it is. We'll see once we drive if it starts spitting grease. If it does, easy fix. Cut the band, put a new band on, call it a day. Because I don't feel like repacking an axle right now, because those axles are expensive as fuck and I am buying a new one. So here it is. Got it all in. Yeah. That looks like it used to be a donut. Hopefully I don't need that. Boom. There we go. So this is a 3-inch pipe. We got a little port up here too if we wanted to add a air fuel ratio sensor. We'll probably add that later on. I didn't come with the block off thing, which I really hope it would have, but it's fine. We'll find something for that at like Lowe's. But yeah, here it is. So like it's got the little tab here too, so I think it's pretty much a exact fit here. Oh yeah, it's got the little kick right there. Yeah, this one's gonna fit nice. One thing that sucks though is that the gasket on it is ass. This one is a genuine Subaru one, but I kind of tacoed it. Or not tacoed, but as you can see, I fucked it up. It's MLS, but it's all crushed anyway. So we'll use this little cheap composite one. That's what I got the orange RTV for. Let me go ahead, change the battery on the camera, and we'll lift up the back and get right to it. Coming down here, here is the rear suspension. You can see what I'm talking about. It's pretty corroded over here. Knuckles are rusty, shedding. But yeah, so we got a hanger right there. And then we have what looks like 2 hangers on each side. Let's go ahead, take it out of that one, and then we'll take it out of these 2, and then we'll take down this ugly ass bike hitch. So let me go get some silicone spray just to make it a little easier, and we'll get started. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna have to interrupt myself right here again. So, in this whole yab session that you're seeing me have with myself, I'm basically explaining how the exhaust just doesn't fit up. It's way too wide, and the exhaust hangers are misaligned. I'm smoking a whole bunch of copium here, saying how it should fit up because I googled other dual exhaust exits for the year, and they look like the mounts are in the same spot for the hangers, but they are indeed not exactly the same. The exhaust that I picked up from Alibaba is for a 15 and up, and 08 to 14 are somehow different from that. I'm guessing it's like a shorter wheelbase, or maybe it's not as thick as the newer cars. But yeah, so I just want to interrupt that with my own yap session. And yeah, so I'm going to leave you here with me putting the bumper back on and telling you guys exactly how much of a pain it was to take this whole rear bike rack off. Your rear bumper on a hatchback STI or Impreza. So on the side right here, if you have mud flaps, I'm guessing this is where they connect. So you got two plastic clips right here, and then you just pull this off from the side of the bumper. Be careful. The people who took off the rear bumper and installed that stupid ass hitch broke two tabs that are up here. So be careful for that. Best way to do it is to lift up from the bottom and it'll just slide off. And then this is where I got confused, right here. So as you can see, there are little clips and the bumper slides into here. And I was like, why isn't it coming out? It should be easy. That's why. So it's got those little retainers, and same thing on this side. Make sure you lift up, pull out, and you're good. So if any of you guys have this torque lift central mount, I found a video of it where they hit it because I thought these were already from factory, but they are not. They are holes right here. So it's a size 16, 18, and the fronts I think are 20s or 19s. So yeah, we're gonna take it off, take this off, and I'm praying I'll be able to slap on the new exhaust. Catch you in a second. Yep. And also, I'd recommend you guys getting some clips. If you have like those Honda body clip kits, I used a couple for here. I was able to remount the rear to the little brackets that are back here, so now it's more sturdy. I got brackets right here. The only brackets or thing I really need is, I don't know if it's a bolt or a really skinny body clip, but we'll get that eventually. And yeah, now let's see if we can fit up that exhaust, shall we? Let's try to get the front on. And once the front's on, we'll come deal with the issues in the back. But let's go to the mid section. you can see, it is hitting here, there, it's all lining up. That hanger's hitting over there. Hopefully it fits like dead on, because I definitely don't want to modify it. Hey guys, so it's been a couple days now, and what I want to say is the exhaust, the new exhaust, the angles are kind of wrong. I can fix them for sure. I just need to go borrow my friend's gas tank and then set up the welder so I can chop it, put it in the correct angle, weld it. And also I had to wait because I went to AutoZone, I went to O'Reilly's, they didn't have it, but I had to wait for the O2 bung plug to come in for this port right here. I don't have a AFR sensor for like an aftermarket gauge just yet, so we're just gonna use this, and boom, there we go. So I didn't want to put everything back together until I had that. Let me go ahead, start putting this all together, tying up that plug, and I'll show you guys how it sounds. So give me 1 second. Hey, so I forgot to film an outro for the video, so here I am today currently editing the video. I just wanted to come out, let you guys know that I got the bottle, I got the welding mask, and yeah, that sounded pretty loud though, right? So that's just straight downpipe, no muffler, no resonator. So in the next video, you're gonna see me chopping, welding. Well, actually, it's gonna be like a little in-between video. Next video, you're gonna see me setting up the welder, doing little test passes, and then the next video after that, you're gonna see me do the whole customization for the exhaust. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys, especially everyone who stuck through to the end. You guys are a real one. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and if you really want to keep in touch, hit the bell for the notifications. And once again, man, I appreciate all you guys who stuck through. See you on the next one. Peace.